There's a chair in pediatric wardrooms that's designed to fold out into something like a bed. It doesn't fully recline. There's a ridge, right at the shoulder blades, that you learn to work around by the second night. By the fourth night you stop noticing it. That's either adaptation or defeat, and I'm not sure there's a difference anymore. Lily was 7 when this happened. Is 7. She's still 7. I have to remind myself to use the present tense, because for 9 days my brain kept slipping into something cautious and superstitious about time. Marcus and I had worked out a rotation. He'd go home to be there when our son Noah got off the school bus, make dinner, do the normal things that kept Noah's world from tilting too far. Then he'd come back. We'd exchange information in the hallway outside Lily's room, in the specific shorthand of two people who haven't slept properly in days. Numbers, updates, which nurse was on, whether she'd eaten anything. My phone stayed on. That's how I saw it. I wasn't looking for my parents on social media. Their posts just appeared, the way they do, algorithmically indifferent to context. My mother at brunch. The eggs looked good. The mimosa glass caught the light in the way mimosa glasses do, when someone is paying attention to that kind of thing. My father's arm visible at the edge of the frame, reaching for something. Tagged location. A restaurant that had apparently just opened downtown. Lily's name was not mentioned. Not in a caption. Not in a comment. Not anywhere. I put my phone face down and watched the monitors for a while. The text came that evening. You're doing okay, right? Things are so crazy here lol. Hey, random ask, but could you wire 4K? Your sister's kids really need new iPads for Christmas and we're a little stretched. You know how it is. Love you. I read it once. Then again, not because I was confused. Because I needed the second read to confirm that the first read was accurate. I looked at the IV line in Lily's hand. The small bruise forming around the entry point. The way she slept with her mouth slightly open, the way she'd always slept since she was an infant. I blocked my mother. It took about 4 seconds. Then I sat very still for a while, waiting to feel like I'd overreacted. The feeling didn't come. My father called 11 times the next morning. I know because I watched the screen each time, counting, before I answered the 11th. He wasn't calling about Lily. He was calling because I'd blocked my mother, and she was upset. And who did I think I was, making her feel like that? She was just asking a simple question. I'd always been like this, always making everything about myself, always so dramatic. Ever since I was a child I had a way of. I hung up, blocked him, then sat in the chair that doesn't recline all the way and cried for about 10 minutes, which wasn't about hurt exactly. It was more like the feeling of finally seeing the full shape of something you'd only ever seen part of. Like stepping back from a painting that was too close to read. I'd been too close for a long time. When Marcus arrived that afternoon I didn't explain. I just handed him my phone, opened to the message thread, and watched him read it. He's not a man who performs reactions. He went quiet for a moment. Set the phone down gently, which told me everything. He called his mother Patricia that evening. I heard him in the hallway, not the words, just the tone. The brief, factual tone of someone asking for something real. Patricia drove 2 hours. She brought food I hadn't thought to want, a specific soup, bread, things that required no decisions. She sat beside me in the visitor's chair, and didn't ask me to explain anything or feel anything in particular. She just stayed. It was the most anyone had done in days. On day 6, Dr. Osi stopped me in the hallway after rounds. He told me Lily's numbers were moving in the right direction. That, the next 48 hours, would tell them what they needed to know. He said it carefully, the way doctors learn to carry difficult hope. Then he looked at me, actually looked, and said he was arranging for the family liaison to check in. That it wasn't optional. That parents needed maintenance too. It was a small thing. Institutional. Unremarkable in the context of a hospital. But I stood in that hallway and felt the specific weight of being seen by a stranger. At the exact moment your own family had looked away, and something in me went very quiet. Lily came home on a Tuesday. She slept in her own bed that first night with the stuffed elephant she'd had since she was 2. And I sat in the doorway for longer than was probably necessary, watching her breathe in the uncomplicated way of someone who doesn't know yet how close things were. Patricia brought dinner on Thursday. My parents' names didn't come up. My father sent a text sometime that week. I read it, I haven't responded. I keep telling myself I'll decide what to do with them eventually. When I have more capacity, when Lily is fully back, when I'm not still this tired. Mostly I think I'm just waiting to want to. And I'm letting myself wait.